Good morning. It's Tuesday, September 16th. It is almost 10 o'clock. I am way behind and I'm already ready to pull my hair out a little bit today. So today is much like yesterday. We still have Venus and Mars in that sextile where we're in this opportunity to finish closing out that Mars-Venus story that started in February of last year. We still have the moon in Cancer, but today it's actually making aspects. It's making a lot of them. So it's much more active today. It's a lot more feisty today as well. Big emotions today. I personally woke up angry. I woke up right about the time that the moon was in a conjunction with Jupiter in Cancer. This is actually making an aspect to my natal chart. So I am very grumpy right now. If the way the showing of my house to the first people that decided to come look at it is any indication of how this process is going to go, I'm not going to make it through this. I am going to lose my mind because they were very disrespectful of my home. My house is now full of flies. I've got a window. I can't even count how many flies are in that window right now because they left my door wide open for an entire hour. They were disrespectful of my time. They parked in the front yard instead of the driveway. I still live here. This is still my home. I don't want to sell my home, and short of a miracle, I have no choice. But acting like I'm in some place of desperation and they can just treat it however because I'm selling it is ridiculous. So I am very angry today. That is my emotion of the day. And remember, anger is emotion. It is a valid emotion. That moon, like I said, it's already made the conjunction to Jupiter this morning, bringing out these big emotions. It is making a sextile to the sun and to Mercury today. This is that opportunity to speak up, to say what's on your mind, to think about what's really important to you, think about the plans that you've made, think about how things are going right now. Do you need to adjust the plan? Do you need to make changes to get yourself in a better emotional state? The moon's also going to make a square to Mars. This is where we could see some emotional conflict with others. There could be arguments, there could be yelling, be careful, protect yourself, make sure you're not in a dangerous situation here. And there's going to be a trine to Saturn in Pisces later tonight where those boundaries are going to be tested. The emotional healing is going to be tested. You could see some trauma triggers come up. You could see people pushing your boundaries when it comes to trusting your intuition happen here. This evening, could be very testy in the air. So really watch out for that. Just really think about what has been coming up over this last week. We are still in between eclipses. The solar eclipse is on Sunday, right? So we're really processing what's coming up so that we know how we need to start new in letting go, because that's what this upcoming eclipse is about. It's a South Node solar eclipse. That's a new beginning of an ending. So really think about that. How are you going to prepare for what is coming? What do you still need to let go of? How can you start fresh when it comes to trusting your intuition, your emotional healing, and things of that nature? Mercury is moving into an opposition with Saturn. It's not exact until tomorrow, but we're still feeling that, those boundaries being tested and listening to your intuition and stuff being tested. So just slow down today. Do your best to say what you need to say and just keep the boundaries strong and leave it. Don't let other people confuse you with their ideas and their opinions and their pushiness. We've got to be listening to our guides here. The energy of the day is death, right? So there's this energy of this ending that is happening and a transformation that needs to be had. What we are focusing on is the Nine of Pentacles. Like I've been saying for a really long time, what does abundance really mean to you? Getting the voices of the world out of your head, telling you what abundance should look like. Listen to what abundance for you is. This is part of that Venus-Mars cycle that we're closing out, right? When Venus is about money and abundance, it's also about relationships as well. Maybe there are people within your space that are holding you back from being abundant, right? So what does that truly mean to you? What we're avoiding is the Seven of Cups. Again, don't let people confuse you. It is a very confusing time. It really is. And we've got to lean on our intuition and our guides, our needs and our wants to move forward instead of what the rest of the world thinks that you should want or need, right? So don't let other people confuse you. Having good boundaries is how you simplify things, right? If you're having a hard time making a decision, take some time to step back from that situation and spend some time maybe in silence and peace and trying to find better answers instead of letting these other voices outside of you make those decisions for you. Now the bottom of the deck was the Queen of Cups. This is that Cancer energy of the kindness and the empathy and compassion, but also that intuitive nature of Cancer, right? So really, you can be kind and compassionate and understanding while still having boundaries. Again, she is still a queen. She is still sitting on her throne. She is still not going to be pushed around. So keep that in mind today. Clarifiers for death. We have the Hermit. And, my goodness, Two of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Like, a lot of major arcanas here. So we are in eclipse season, very faded kind of energy, right? So this transformation, we are learning how to lean on our healing, right? Have we been doing that inner work, right? And to the intuitive part of the High Priestess here, finding this balance between what you know, your inner knowing, that inner light, and your intuition as well. How can you use both? Well, the Hermit is actually a Virgo card. How can you use both your knowledge and your intuition to guide you, right? In this transformation, in these endings that are happening, instead of relying on what's expected of you. Clarifiers for our there's Five of Swords on the bottoms. There's that underlying shady energy, that Pisces Saturn, where we've got a lot of people trying to use underhanded ways to try to control people here. Make sure that you're leaning on your intuition and not other people's ideas. Clarifiers of the Nine of Pentacles here. We have the Knight of Cups. I think I know where this is going. And the King of Swords. We're focusing on the Nine of Pentacles. What is abundance for you? What is comfort for you? Not letting other people come in with their, here, let me help you, blah, blah, blah. And, trying to control, trying to use their words to, oh, I'm just trying to help you kind of thing here, right? Also, you can be kind. You can be a Knight of Cups while still being stable in your beliefs and saying what you need, being strong with your words here as well. Clarifiers for the Seven of Cups. I'm starting to get a headache. We have King of Cups and Justice. So again, we've got to get these other voices out of our head, right? King of Cups and Justice. There's a lot of people out there that genuinely want to help, right? But their help may not be what's best for you. We've got to understand that just because people are good people doesn't mean they're good for you. Just because they have ideas that would be good for them doesn't mean that those ideas would be good for you. So even though we've got this King of Cups who is empathetic and kind and compassionate, they're like trying to help you balance these scales here, that doesn't mean that this is what is right for you. Don't let other people use their help and their kindness as a way to confuse you, keep you feeling stuck and not really knowing which way to go. Bottom of the deck is Seven of Pentacles. So there is that, what do you need to clear out of your garden to let it grow more for yourself rather than for other people?